speak at the podium today?
Well, I mean, like, it's always here, and only Coach Stoops uses it. So, I mean, I feel like it gets underused. So, I mean, it's just sitting here, so I'm here for the taking with it. Plus, it looks really professional.
Do you kind of feel like maybe not that you were underused, but you're going to get used more this season?
I think, I've grown, as a player on the defensive side of the ball from last year. These first three practices, everything's been, the games itself has slowed down for me, even from the fall and last spring. So I'm really looking forward to, the rest of the spring and the spring game and camp coming up in the fall.
Has there been any transition from Coach House moving just in your guys' position coach and special teams to the DC?
Now I get to see him more often than I do now, or did before, and I get to hear him yell for another 50 minutes in the whole defensive meeting. But that's fine with me. I mean, I love playing for Coach House. He's an intense guy, and he brings the best out of every player in that position room.
Has he ever heard his voice, or is he always scratchy?
Oh, his hoarse voice, you mean? Oh, he's always, when he yells a lot, it always happens. But you should have heard him during camp. I mean, it was pretty bad. But yeah, he's full of energy and full of passion, and that's what makes him a great coach. So, and if that costs some of your voice, then so be it.
What have you seen from the linebackers so far, just in the practice? You guys doing good?
The leadership's definitely there. It's crossed over from fall, and I think young guys stepping up. Like me and Roland and Eli stepping up and bringing Jamin along, and then it's really big for me with Jamin because I was in the same spot he is a year ago, and I know it's hard, going from high school to an SEC school in a flip of 2 weeks. So, and, you can see him, kind of get frustrated with, not really, understanding the play that well, and I'll have to sit down, and tell him what's going on, but he'll be fine. Everybody's got all the confidence in the world in Jamin, and we're looking forward to, seeing him grow as a linebacker.
Along those lines, you said you were in his shoes last year. What's the biggest difference for you then and now?
Well, back then, last spring semester, since then I've gained 18 pounds, and the game itself has really slowed down. I mean, just coming from 1A football to the SEC was like I was kind of like starstruck, for the first couple practices, but. And then going all throughout spring, and then when the fall, and the long season there, and then coming out here in the spring, it's like, okay, I've seen this before. The game's slowed down. Let's go play football. I'll contribute anywhere, Coach Hood or Coach House or Coach Stoops wants me to. Oh yeah, I was the first guy that when he was getting his tour here, I was the first guy in the locker room, to talk to him. And me and Coach Hood go way back. When he was a head coach at Eastern, he coached my cousin Scott there, and he recruited me there as well. So, it feels good, to have a coach come in that you already know and already have a good relationship with. He brings a lot of experience, obviously, with his head coach experience at DKU and the defensive coordinator job he came from at UNC Charlotte. He brings a ton of energy in the special teams room. To hearing from the outside backers, he brings like a family atmosphere into their meeting rooms, and just to be out here interacting with him and special teams, it's really fun for me. We were told we can't do that anymore, so I guess that's out. But
what do you expect from him this season?
I expect Jordan to be Jordan. Go out and he's kind of like the water boy, so. Just let him go out and I tell him all the time, hey man, just be Jay Jones, and whatever that may be, you never know. But most of the time it's going to be one great football player.